Good morning, it's Leah, Busby and Denham here, giving you an update again on the real estate and finance market. So today we are going to talk about what makes an expert broker and an expert real estate agent and what to look for when you are looking for an agent or a broker in the market. Who's going to go first?
Yeah. We have you to start us off.
Sorry. Trav, we recently had a client that had spoken to you and you'd gone through and done an appraisal and had a chat to them. The client then came back and said they had gone ahead with another agent and it was taking a little while to sell. So the conversation you and I just had, I thought it was a good one to share about what to look for in a good agent. My clients said they did choose the agent that they went with because they're a bit cheaper. But I think they've probably got what they're paying for now.
Yeah, well, look, it's not all agents are the same price, I guess, but not all agents get the same result and have, I guess, the same track record. And you were the one that pointed out to me that the agent that they went with, I think she'd only sold about 8 properties in the last 12 months, whereas with myself and my team, we sell in excess of 100, which just means we are talking to more buyers. We just have more experience and we've seen all those situations and those curveballs that can be thrown at you. But it's the age-old thing. Not all agents are the same and they don't all get the same outcome. And, the price, no offence, and I don't want to seem rude, but maybe the other agent needed to be cheaper. The unfortunate thing is I think that property is still on the market now. And if it doesn't work out for them, maybe we'll chat with them again, but
Go back in. And how does a person wanting to sell their house, that's a vendor in our terminology, how does a vendor research an agent? So if they want to look for someone down south, around here, who are the good agents and how do you find out if they're good or not? Yeah, it's
look, nowadays there's so many tools at your disposal, basically through the internet. There's websites like ratemyagent.com.au or realestate.com nowadays, have a tab that you can hit to find who the high performers are in your particular suburb. And so if you look like guys like, Notesy here in this Glenelg area, or my mate Tommy Hector up in Ross Trevor, or myself like in the kind of coast to southern area, you'll find the agents that are doing 100 deals a year, there's not a lot of them, are probably the ones you want to start with. So I'd say realestate.com or Rate My Agent are 2 really good websites. And not only how many properties they've sold, you'll see, like if you go onto any of my profiles on any of those websites, I've got hundreds and hundreds of client testimonials, buyers and sellers. Because we obviously we're working for the vendor to get the best price we can, but we also have a duty of care to do a great job for the buyer as well. So that's probably the main way I'd say people do their research nowadays and should do their research nowadays.
And how do clients find out if you're successful in terms of how fast you're selling properties and just the results? Obviously, you're getting good results because you sell a lot of houses and that shows that people are referring to you. But how do people know about how long it takes to sell a house with you and all that sort of stuff?
Once again, you can view that data on realestate.com or Rate My Agent. So it'll have, like if you live in a particular suburb, like let's say you live in Flagstaff Hill, you can look up who the number 1 agent is or who the top 3 agents are, how many properties they've sold, what their average sell price is, what their days on market are. Because you can also get agents that might sell a lot in a suburb at a lower value, and then you've got another agent that specialises in the higher end stuff. And I've found lately, I don't know, I'm being called into a lot more of those higher end properties because I've had, a lot of, in the southern suburbs, a lot of the 700 and above, which is a bit of a specialty market, which we're starting to, and I'm getting, because we're selling more and getting more runs on the board, and good results do happen quickly. So average days on market is a definite indicator.
So they need to look at both things, how many are selling and how quickly, because you want to make sure they're not just specialising in Flagstaff Hill. Is that your
Correct.
Number 1?
Oh, no, well, there's a number of, I think right now I'm up there, but there is a number of suburbs.
a lot of business transactions, so a lot of sales and quickly across multiple areas.
And not just hunt for the cheap agent, because there's usually a reason they are. It's like anything. If you've got a $100,000 sports car, you generally would take it. If you've got a $100,000 Mercedes-Benz car, you would probably take it to the specialist mechanic, and if you go to their workshop, it's pristine and clean, and you'll pay a bit more for your service, but it'll be done well. And what blows me away is how people will spend money on insurance or servicing their $40,000, $50,000, $80,000 vehicle, but yet when it comes to their insuring their biggest asset, getting the best result, they will quite often revert to going for the cheap agent.
Yeah.
And there usually is a reason they are cheap.
Yeah, okay, cool. So we'll just finish off with one more comment that I do get from my clients is that if they're dealing with an agent like yourself and the ones that you mentioned that are dominating the South Australian market, they're getting a better result. So they're selling it for more, and the more the property sells, or the more money you make. But the clients do make more money.
Correct.
I think that's the big thing that our clients remember.
If somebody's 0.2% cheaper, but you get an extra 10,000 or 15,000 or 20,000 in the sale price, you do the sums on it. The dearer agent is the one that puts more money in your pocket.
Yeah.
So we've spoken obviously about my side of it. I thought I'd maybe just bring up, I'm running into a lot of buyers nowadays at Opens, because a general conversation I'll have is, if you've got your finances in order, you need to speak to Leah. And it's amazing how many people recently, we were just chatting about it, have said to me, oh no, yeah, we've already been referred in, like I've got a friend that's used Leah, or we know Leah, we're already talking to Leah. And that's the same thing, isn't it? We're finding more and more that your good work is spreading, and your network's spreading. And you're obviously one of the highest performing mortgage brokers in Adelaide too. What differentiates you from the average? I mean, look, how many lenders did you say you currently deal with on your books?
Yeah, so we deal with more than 40 lenders. So it means it's all about options for our clients and importantly solutions. So we do, as you see, clients have hurdles, they get to clients. We are going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. If we get a hurdle, we fix it or we find another quick solution. So I think that's probably a big thing.
So you have more than 40. So do all mortgage brokers have more than 40?
Good question. No, not all brokers have more than 40 lenders. So we all have access to different lenders and a different relationship with the different lenders, and certainly you'd want to be making sure that you've got all of your accreditations. So as an example, we've got accreditations with every lender. We've never had a problem. We've never lost an accreditation. We are high performing, a bit like you, because we're dealing with so many people. A lot of happy people tell their family and friends, and we're just doing a lot of transactions. So we're seeing what can happen. We know how to fix things. We know a solution. We know a workaround. We know to get a result.
That's it. The higher performing, higher volume agent, mortgage broker has seen every scenario. When it's still in my numbers, in my 9 years, I've transacted over 600 properties. There aren't too many scenarios that I haven't come across, and which means we're well versed in how to steer our vendors and our clients through and get them the most successful outcome.
That's right. So hopefully that gives you some tips of what to look for when you are buying and selling property, certainly from an expert perspective, from a real estate agent and the team behind that real estate agent and a finance broking team. I think the other important thing is we both have big teams and great teams behind us. So Holly, who's also our camera person here, and Trav, you've got a really good team behind you. So it does mean, even though we're doing a lot of transactions, we're never too busy. So we've got a really good team supporting us in the background. So have a good day, and hopefully you got some tips from that update.
See you.